was, and the Paranormals came and spent the night here before the ghost tour started, was Mary stayed with them and stuff. Well, one of the ones that was filming, he had been with the company for quite a while.
Okay.
And he quit a day or two later because it was too much for him.
Whoa. That was right
What the
behind me.
hell was that?
That was right behind you.
What'd you hear?
I heard something in there too.
I heard that too. Whoa.
That's a REM pod.
That's the REM pod.
We really just want to play with you. You're not in trouble. You're not in trouble for knocking the shotguns over at all. But we would love it if you would do it again.
Oh! No way.
It just happened.
Hey, what's going on, my paranormal people? We are back where it all began. Well, not all began, but back when we first really kicked off our first full episode of our travel vlog, paranormal road trip style. And by the way, it's also the place where we first met our homeboy Rodney. He was actually doing ghost tours out here, and he helped us get into the Oaks of Montgomery antique store, and we did an awesome investigation. In fact, I'm gonna provide a link right here so you can click it and check it out, our very first episode in the travel vlog style. And you know, the rest is history. Rodney joined the team, and we also actually shot our second full episode out here as well at the Phil's Roadhouse Grill, which the food is amazing and the spirits are said to still be haunting the place. Today we're going to be meeting and interviewing some pretty important and prominent people who are helping keep history alive, and I can't wait, and I'm glad you guys are coming along with us. So what are we waiting for? Let's get this day started. Let's go explore and investigate the Nat Hart Davis Museum and possibly, maybe even the Addison Gandy house out here in the beautiful historic town of Montgomery, Texas. Let's go check it out. Here we go. Pardon the interruption, but this road trip was so unorthodox that I'm gonna have to interject a couple times throughout the episodes just to help put things into context. And make sure you watch to the very end on both days, because we caught some of the most compelling footage in a long time. So anyway, back to our regularly scheduled content. Yep, that's right. Montgomery, Texas is recognized as the birthplace of the Texas Lone Star flag and is considered one of the oldest towns in Texas. Located just 54 miles northwest of Houston, Texas, it began as a trading post in 1826 and was chartered and named after the town of Montgomery, Alabama in 1837 by William W. Shepard, the founder of the town. The town became an important trading center due to its location on the West Fork of the San Jacinto River. The town experienced growth during the 19th century with the arrival of the railroad in 1860, which enhanced its transportation and trade capabilities. During the Civil War, Montgomery served as a center for recruiting soldiers, but after the war and during Reconstruction, Montgomery experienced a decline in political and economic power as the county seat was moved to Conroe in 1889, resulting in a decrease in population and economic activity. But now it's time for us to go meet some very well-respected and prominent people in the area who not only have more knowledge in the history of Montgomery, but whose roots and history are deeply connected to the history of Texas itself. Let's go check it out. Here we go.
Hi, I'm Billy Ray Duncan. I'm president of the Montgomery Historical Society.
Great.
And I'm here today with Mr. Morales and going to give him a little information on the house.
My name is Joy Montgomery, and my family came into Texas first around 1822.
Okay, and I'm here with...
Pat Spocky, and I'm thrilled to be the great-great-great-granddaughter of Charles B. Stewart of Montgomery.
Wow.
Who designed the Texas flag, was the first Secretary of State, served in 3 Texas legislatures, and designed the Lone Star flag of Texas and the first seal.
Robin Montgomery.
Yes, sir. Robin Montgomery.
And my daughter Joy.
And you're also author of books?
We've written several together, and then being older, I've written quite a few others on the history, and our folks were in here very early. And so we've just been always interested in the history. And our latest one is called The Cradle of the Texas Republic.
Okay.
Montgomery County was a huge, one of the most important towns in early Texas.
Wow.
Now it's becoming one of the most important towns in later Texas.
Yeah.
This is my actual family. The Spocky families were all descendants from his firstborn son, which was Charles Waters Stewart. This is a family of cousins, and all of their children are Charles in here, the Charles Stewart Childry family. He named all of his sons and grandsons as Charles.
Our family has been around these parts since Stephen F. Austin's colony.
Wow.
So we originally Montgomery County was much larger, included today's Grimes, Walker, Madison, San Jacinto, Waller, among others.
Wow.
And so Montgomery was actually the county seat. But my Montgomery ancestors were around here. They had land grants in 1830 around these parts, and then also fought at the Battle of San Jacinto.
This is actually the original house right here. This started out as a one-room log cabin, and Mr. Davis was a noted attorney here in Montgomery. And then around 1851, he evidently had saved up enough money, and he had gotten married, I think, in the meantime. So they moved into this one-room log cabin, which was common back in those days. Many homes, I'm sure all over the country for that matter, started out as a one-room building.
Yeah.
And of course in this area it would have been a log cabin. And then as the family grew, kids came along, they started adding on to the home. And you can see that's why there's so many different levels.
Sure, yeah.
We have a drop off here of probably 8 or 10 inches.
Yeah, I see that.
For some reason. and then different heights of ceiling. But the house was added on to, we think, around 4 or 5 times over a period of years.
Any good ghost history? No, I'm kidding. I'm just I'll do that. I'll do it.
I wrote it. First book I wrote after I retired, Torture Destiny. And it was a legend about there was an Indian maiden.
Okay.
And there's actually an Indian camp there by a lake called Addison Lake. And the local legend was that she committed suicide by drowning at the waning of the moon in May.
Oh, wow.
And she always comes back to the scene.
Really?
And so I wrote it.
This is my husband, Ted, here.
Okay.
And he is...
Hello, Ted.
This is the Lone Star Monument and Historical Flag Park in Conroe. And I had the privilege of unveiling the bust.
Oh, really
here.
cool.
The bust of him, or the whole statue of him, that's here in Montgomery at the Cedar Break Park.
Okay. You guys do recreations? People dress up in period clothing, is that correct?
Yeah.
Or
I started to come in Sam Houston today.
just for people to get information, y'all have a website, correct? Or
yeah, as I understand now, we do have a website.
Okay.
I can't tell you what it is.
Yeah.
Montgomery.
I'll look it up, and I will be providing a link in the description so you guys can check it out, because this is a beautiful place.
I looked it up myself.
Yeah. What is the building right out here, right next to us?
That's Davis Law Office.
Oh, that's his law office. Is that okay? That's where
that was his home. He lived there. That was his home from 1845 to 1851. When he got this built. It also served as at one time as a post office, and there's still postal boxes.
Oh, okay.
Little handmade wooden that,
Oh, wow, okay. Oh, that's really cool.
Not real secure.
Yeah.
It was City Hall at one time, I think. and it was a schoolhouse.
That's too cool.
And I'm also kin to Nat Davis.
There you go. That's, yeah, how cool is that? And that's the house, and that's in the museum that we're in right now, and hopefully we'll do a little investigating. So we'll see. Cool. Well, awesome. It was nice to meet you. Where can people find your books? How can we?
It's on Amazon.
On Amazon, okay.
Amazon right now. So
Okay.
we have The Cradle of Texas Road, The Cradle of Texas Republic.
Okay.
And then we have Indians and Pioneers of Montgomery County, March to Destiny, and stuff like that.
We got more than that. But
He's
Okay.
written over a dozen
Wow.
local history books.
Oh, really? Okay.
And so our family is deep roots here. And so
And, I'll definitely include a link down below in the description so you guys can check it out and check out some of the books, especially the spooky one. Oh, that's looking forward to that one. Who do we have here? You are our contact.
Rouse.
Hello,
B. Rouse.
Yes, ma'am.
Manente.
Oh, really cool.
I am on the board of the Historical Society. I grew up in Houston, and we immigrated up here in '93.
That's really cool.
And now I'm pretty much retired, except I do Historical Societies.
Now, when he was a kid, what happened to him when he was about 14? He'd been hunting, and he was crawling through, I'm assuming, probably a barbed wire fence. He had a pistol in his waistband. As he crawled through the fence, took the pistol and slid it under the fence and put it on the other side of the fence, and then climbed through, reached over to get the pistol, and it evidently caught on something, and the pistol went off and shot him in the stomach. Well, this is 1910. And he would have been about 14 at that time. This was late afternoon. Well, the family brought him in to the home, laid him on a long, narrow table that's still over there, and called I believe it was Dr. Young here in town. And Mr. Addison's mother held a kerosene lamp while the doctor operated on him. Now, that was his only chance to live, because once you're shot in the stomach, like during the Civil War, that was a fatal wound. And the doctor took him in, they operated on him, actually had to do the disembowelment, put his intestines in a platter, and made the repairs, because I'm sure there was several intestines that had holes in it. And he actually lived. But he lived to be an older gentleman. I think he was around probably the late 70s when he passed away.
All right, here we are in front of the Addison Gandy house, and we're waiting for B to show up so we can go inside and get this investigation started. But Rodney here is going to give us the spiel, the ghost tour spiel.
Ghost tour spiel. Of course, you guys have already heard Miracle on Montgomery. Yep. Well, of course, that kid lived a long, happy life. Mr. Gandy, I believe he had passed away here in this house. And as soon as he had passed away, apparently his spirit didn't want to leave, and his face appeared in one of the bedroom doors inside. So we can go take a look inside there. Yeah. So they have just seen somebody's walking around, look like a man walking around at night. You can see there's nobody that lives in here actually. And they've heard the footsteps. I myself have never been, actually none of us have actually never been, and I don't know if anybody's even done any type of investigation in this house as far as I know.
Yeah, let's go check it out, man. I want to see that face. How cool. I can't wait to get in. We're just waiting for B. We're gonna get this investigation started. Daytime investigation, but either way, we're gonna get to investigate. It's cool. So here we go.
Now, the Addison Gandy home over here, the gentleman, he was the last one to live over there. His name was John Bo Addison, and I was 11, 12 years old. He would sit out on the front porch a lot over there. And if we saw him sitting out, we would stop and talk to him. I had always heard people said that you could be sitting over there and the front screen door would open and then close.
Wow.
Without any wind blowing. We were sitting there one afternoon talking to him, and I was sitting there, not a breeze blowing, nothing going on. Suddenly the screen door opened.
Wow.
And then it closed.
This house here, the Historical Society owns. But
Okay, yes.
This is Gandy. The Gandy family owned the contents. Mrs. Gandy died about 2 weeks ago.
May she rest in peace.
Look at some of the things from these trunks.
The cottage-type house was built in 1892 for John Britton Addison and his wife, Martha Bo Davis Addison. The house was constructed on property given by Martha Addison's parents, Nathaniel Hart and Sarah Davis.
This area here, around that is exposed. The other the other fireplace is the same way in the next room.
Huh.
There could have been some tile there that just came apart,
Yeah.
Or they might have removed it to put it in another house if they had, because they had a house in Conroe. And then when she passed away, she lived in Paris, Texas.
Martha Gandy and her husband, William Harley Gandy, were the last family owners of the house. It had been a family home and at one point even a hotel. The Gandys gave the home to the Montgomery Historical Society in 1997. Yo, Rodney, what did we find out about the face on the door?
I think it's debunked because during construction of this house, though, some of the wood paneling that you see in this house, mantles and the doors were actually handcrafted by a German painter, quote unquote, Mr. Patch. Well, since he's a painter, he put his own signature. And he does a self-portrait, and he did it in one of the doors, I believe. And
so it's not supernatural.
Not supernatural. I think it's the actual painter that made the doors and the wood paneling in this house.
And then the stories just kind of...
And it just grew from
the legend. Wow.
From late 1800s.
So what can we say about that? Debunked! All right, so we got a sensor here, and we're going to leave it in the dining room. It is a motion sensor.
I have no idea.
You'll hear that sound going off. And then and then we put one over here in the adult's bedroom, pointing towards the bed over here. So, it's right there. So let's see if the music box goes off or any of the other sensors go off. And we're going to post up over here in this front room. And especially right now, since we're kind of dead in the water with our other devices. Damn.
One battery almost forgetting to get.
All right, well.
I don't have any batteries.
Hey, we work with what we got right now, and the sensors, it's not bad. It's cool. All right. All right, guys, here we are in the Addison Gandy house. And here's our first session. We have the devices up, what little devices we have for now.
We are roughing it.
Can you please let us know if you're here and if you don't mind us being here?
Is somebody outside?
Yeah, it sounds like
somebody outside.
It sounds like a bird, but there are people over there. Or we were allowed to come in here to see if we can communicate with you if anybody is still here.
I heard something move. I don't know if it's just the wind blowing or something.
There's no wind.
But there was some movement.
Yeah, there was absolutely no wind outside. But there are people walking around, so we got to keep that in mind. But hold on, I'm going to walk over here real quick.
Jumbo,
are you
here?
You said you heard something?
Somewhere.
I heard that.
That's the one I heard earlier. That's what I heard.
Oh, great. Thanks a lot, Donkey.
What
an ass. Okay, we were just hearing...
Dang it, man.
I know, we were just hearing what sounded like something moving. Maybe like some sound of movement sound. I don't know if the camera's going to be able to pick it. And then all of a sudden this ass goes off.
That's a doorbell.
Not me. An actual literal...
Yeah. All right, let's see if we can hear.
Regroup.
We're going to put this music box over here where she thinks it may have been the kids' room. But here's the thing. It seems like it's just another EMF reading device. So this is the front of the house in the children's bedroom area where we decided to test out this music box to see exactly how it worked. Spoiler alert, it's a proximity sensor. But while we were up there in the front, we decided to leave a static cam running towards the back in the kitchen area. So you're going to be able to hear the music box going off in the background as we're testing it out. And the following footage is what we caught. And keep in mind, this has been edited down from 20 minutes of raw footage. So any jump cuts or any movements of the camera you see is just from the rendering and editing of the 360-degree footage from the camera we used as a static cam.
Show us around. Okay, now, did y'all feel that?
No.
No.
Is anybody moving over there?
No.
No, we're perfectly still.
Yeah.
I felt the vibration on the floor of somebody walking.
What? Yeah.
We're literally sitting, not moving.
I just felt there's a vibration on the floor that somebody was walking on the floor.
Not us.
Yeah.
What room are you in?
I'm right inside the hallway, or in the front foyer area here.
Is there anybody in here that wants to talk?
Yeah, because I never heard it. Oh. Yeah, we thought we heard. It sounded like a couple.
It sounded like a couple of steps.
Like possibly steps.
Did you hear it too?
Yeah, I did.
Oh, good. Now, we thought we heard like 2 steps back there while ago. Like boom, boom, 1, 2.
The what?
The ground underneath you. I'm not sure.
Oh, yeah.
Where it is. Maybe back a little further.
And this whole freaking cast iron stove is sitting on these rotted boards right here.
That's what I say. I don't think anybody is supposed to make as much noise as I make just standing up. The struggle is real.
Is that you, Mel?
Did you hear?
I heard a pop?
Yeah.
There was a pop, right?
Right over here is where
Really?
I heard about the doorway.
Where does that one?
Huh?
What is that one?
A pop? Like somebody just
Yeah, just like
pop. Like right here.
something like kind of like that. Like kind of yeah.
Let me see if there's somebody outside.
Yeah, kind of
It
sounded
sounds
like.
like it's in that room.
It is. It sounds like footsteps.
I heard
Moving
something,
around.
but it would say hello.
Oh yeah, that's true.
It didn't.
Okay, there's nobody. There's nobody out here. But I heard that.
Yeah, I heard it too.
We all heard it, I guess.
Yeah.
I wonder if it's residual.
Man, it could be.
residual.
It could be.
Yeah.
Well, guys, we're taking a quick break. We heard a couple sounds, some movements and stuff like that, but you know, it's an old house, so got to keep that in mind. But I mean, it's been pretty cool. I think we have a little bit more time to investigate the house. I just got to run to the store real quick and get some batteries. I mean, I can't believe we showed up unprepared. What's up with that? Anyway, here we go, guys.
Over there.
All right, hold on. If there's somebody in here moving around, can you please move again? Can you join us in the dining room? What'd you hear?
I heard.
A step. Oh, yeah. Boom, boom.
Yeah, I heard the same
When I
thing.
stood up, or?
No.
No. No, the lady walking with the dogs on the outside there on the sidewalk.
Oh, I heard.
I heard that.
Yeah, yeah.
That's when we get the shit.
It's so sly.
That's when we get the we're just talking.
That's
Actually,
usually when everything happens is when we're not paying any attention.
is that me?
Oh, what happened? You heard something?
Yeah.
We heard something over there too.
There's the movement right in that back part.
You know what? And
I agree.
I'm just trying to recreate this because I know this thing moves around.
yeah.
I mean, footsteps has been the most that we've heard.
Yeah.
I mean, sounds of maybe a shuffle.
There was, yeah, man, when we heard it earlier before,
Footstep.
it sounded like movement, like kind of, I don't
And
know.
I didn't hear, y'all both heard it. And I didn't hear it.
Yeah.
You know what? And that was one of the other, when I had said earlier,
Uh-huh.
when we were filming earlier, things that people had saw. Somebody looked like somebody had walking back here.
Really?
I hear that damn movement though over there.
Yeah. Whoa.
Whoa. That was right
What the
behind me.
hell was that?
That was right behind you. Did you just?
That was a bird.
No, before that.
No. Whoa.
Whoa. That was right
What
behind
the
you.
hell was that?
That was right behind you.
That was loud. Whoa.
Whoa. That was right
What the
behind you.
hell was that?
That was right behind you.
Oh, right behind me.
But I heard it over here first.
I heard something over here.
We both heard that, and then all of a sudden there was that.
Y'all going back and forth on us? You don't think it's not the house settling, it hadn't cooled down that much outside.
We were not paying any attention to it, and we're just talking.
Mm-hmm.
Things go off. Or not go off, but we hear it.
Mm-hmm.
Whoa. Where was that at?
I'm going back there. Where are you pointing up there?
I heard it over here. I heard it back there.
Where's that?
I'm gonna walk by the doorway over here.
I didn't see anybody walking in here. Shit's going back and forth.
No, nobody. I'm gonna stand right here. Just. All right, so we're good to go.
That is
We're back in business.
And then I got the regular stuff. I got regular stuff you can use.
So we're good. Let's get a quick session in because I think she's ready to start.
Where do you want to
Back over here. Hey, do you want to lights out?
go? Yeah, let's turn some of
Let's
these
lights
out.
out. Yeah, let's try it. This is nice. I didn't think we were going to be able to investigate in the evening. So this is actually pretty cool.
I actually think she might have just pulled up.
Oh, damn.
I know. We waited too long.
We did. Damn. All right, is there anybody in here? Before we leave, we're about to wrap up. We're not staying much longer at all. We have to leave soon. If you're here, please make a sound. We thought we've heard you walking around earlier. If that was you, can you please? Whoa. Whoa.
That's the REM pod.
That's the REM pod.
I can't hear from in here.
It's doing what it did earlier.
Yeah.
That gate went on.
Did you get close to the device on the bed? If that was you, can you please do it again?
She got ready to walk up.
Uh-oh.
I just saw her with the flashlight on.
We're running out of time. We'd really like to hear from you. Here she comes.
We're going to be done in 3, 2,
1.
Now start walking out, guys.
Yep. Well, guys, it looks like our time here.
I was asking for the cage to
Done.
go off and it didn't go off.
Yeah. Well,
It was fun.
it was fun. This was a lot of fun. I mean,
Really good time.
me too. Me too. This was a lot of
Come
fun.
back. From lighting.
We are done. We're wrapping up our first investigation, but you might be able to come overnight. We'll do the investigation again, and then you might be able to stay overnight, which is really cool. B, thank you so much.
Thank you. Thank you.
It was so much fun, and it was such a privilege to be able to investigate this
And
house.
next time we have to go to the other place.
And hopefully next time we can do that. The museum. Yeah, if we can. But anyway, thank you so much, B. It was such a privilege. Hope you guys enjoyed it.